For the first time this season, it's a crosstown matchup between the Lakers and the Clippers. Luka leads the league, averaging just under 35 points per game. He's not the only offensive star on the Lakers. Austin Reeves has scored in double figures every game this season, scoring nearly 28 per game. Talk about star power. It's Luka, AR, LeBron, and future Hall of Famer Chris Paul. NBA Cup play tips in 1 hour. Lakers and Clippers. Crypto.com Arena. It is a beautiful night. Thanksgiving week on a Tuesday. Welcome inside. Access Sportsnet Lakers brought to you by Mercury Insurance. I'm Chris McGee, and the Hall of Famer joins me. Big game, James Worthy, Allie Clifton, Danny Green back in the studio. We're going to hear from Trudell in a little bit. Special guest Rob Pelinka will join us. And James, first time in the arena this season. Always a good time. But it's extra special when your Lakers are 12-4.
Yeah, 12-4, and it's a cup game tonight against the Clippers. But, we couldn't ask for a better start with the Lakers starting without LeBron. Now they have LeBron. They seem to be, getting into sync. They bought into what JJ has been putting out there. Defensively, they've been way better than I've ever seen in some years, especially in the third and fourth quarter. So this is, a good start. It's just time to sustain it now.
So one thing you might notice is, yes, the court is different. It's an important matchup in the NBA Cup Group B. Here are the standings. Lakers and Clippers, 2-0. Grizzlies 1-1, the Mavs 1-2, and the Pels 0-3. The Lakers lead with a plus 19-point differential. The winner of the game tonight will go to the quarterfinals. So big game. Not only is this a game versus the Clippers, those are always fun. There's always extra hype around it because of the crosstown rivalry, because of the star power, but there's a lot on the line for just a November game.
Yeah, all I know is there's a lot of money for the winners in the Emirates Cup, and that's been a big incentive for a lot of guys. But it's also a measure of where you are, this early in the season, and it's competitive. Guys seem to have bought into it, and hey, it's an important game, and I think the Cup game has paid off and has given the league and the fans exactly what they've wanted this time of the year. So yeah, big game.
So big game. The Lakers are streaking a little bit. They've won 4 in a row. More importantly, they've won 10 of 12 games. It's been a lot of fun. What has stood out to you early in the season with this team? What are you enjoying watching?
Luka. Really enjoying watching Luka and what he brings to the team, what he brings to the city, what he brings to the league. But also, Geeter, I got to tell you, I'm very impressed with the role players. I'm very impressed with what Ayton has brought to this team. A stable guy in the middle, committed to the philosophy of the team. I love Austin Reeves and how he continues to get better. But I also, the consistency of Rui this year. I think Rui's going to be a major part of their consistency with his versatility. And you got guys like Jake coming off the bench, Gabe. They got a great supporting cast. The bench seems to, Jackson Hayes, they seem to have bought into the system and support one another. So I've just been really impressed. And then, of course, LeBron coming back, understanding what the team needs and just settling in. And, he can turn it on whenever he wants to. But right now, I think he's capturing what these guys have already started.
All right, well, with the Lakers at 12-4 and Denver winning last night, the Lakers are actually third in the West, but they have a top 5 record in the NBA. For more on this matchup against the Clippers, we go to Laker reporter Mike Trudell standing by with more. What's up, Mike?
Hey, guys, always great to have you down here at Crypto.com Arena. And, Geeter, look, for a couple of games going into them, we finally had the full roster healthy, which was excellent from a Lakers standpoint. Obviously, we saw Deandre Ayton take a little bit of a knock to the knee early in that game at Utah, so we know that he's not going to play in this one. We did start there with J.J. Redick before getting into the matchup with the Clippers and a little bit more specifics on that. But here's J.J. starting on Deandre Ayton.
He got hit on his knee. MRI was clean other than, just some swelling, a little bit of a bruise. So don't think it's going to be a long-term thing, and hopefully, it's a game-to-game thing and he's back at some point by the end of the week.
Are you expecting the Clippers to just kind of play better than what the record would indicate so far at this point of the season?
Yeah, they have a lot of talent, and certainly Kawhi missing some time impacts the results. But James is, playing again at an All-NBA level and doing a lot of great stuff. Zubac is having another great season, so they certainly have the talent and the, especially at the top with those three guys, to win a lot of basketball games in an NBA season.
You mentioned Zubac, and just without Ayton, what's most important with Hayes or Maxi Kleber or whoever's filling in that spot to handle the hard to screen role with Zubac and everything that else that they do?
Yeah, I mean he can hurt you in a number of ways. He can hurt you in the pocket. He can hurt you in the post. He can hurt you on the glass. I think physically we've got to be able to match, and it sometimes might be two guys. It's the tape from last year's games when we were really playing a lot of small ball and really emphasizing our gang rebounds. We did a nice job with that, and he still in one of the games had 27 and 16. So he's a really good player, and we're going to have to be physical with him, and it's going to take multiple bodies.
All right, guys, there's the head coach. So, look, Jeter, I mean, just being honest, the Clippers have really struggled to start this season, but they're certainly capable of playing good basketball for an evening like this. You know that they'd rather beat the Lakers than any other team in the league, and they will play their version of whatever the best is. It'll be the third game Kawhi Leonard has been back since injury, so, Lakers can't really look at their record right now. They have to assume that it's going to be a team that's playing better basketball than they have thus far this season.
Yeah, Mike, this game doesn't matter what the records are. It's always a lot of hype, and it's always a big game. And if it's hard to hear, it's because the music is really loud, and that is special music that DJ Jeremy Rouchet plays for Luka Doncic, who is now on the court, James.
I understand he likes the accordion type music. So
yes,
whatever gets him going.
Mike Trudell's used to this, but it means Luka is out here and he is ready to go. So, James, I want to ask you about this. LeBron James has returned for 2 games. He admittedly has said, listen, I got to get my wind up, and the only way you do that is playing basketball. He's looked pretty good to me. He's averaging about 32, 34 minutes a game. First night he dropped 12 dimes. In Utah, we did see the shot attempts go up a tick. But, James, one thing we have noticed, fast break points up for the team. So what have you seen from LeBron? I know it's only 2 games.
Well, I think when LeBron is talking about getting his win up, I think he's talking about W-I-N, like wins, because that's what he's all about. But it does take a little time to get your stamina going. I think Jeter, he's an expert at this game. 23 years, Jeter. There's nothing he hadn't seen. And I think he knew that while he was out, he needed to allow this team to grow. And I think him coming back, he's just fitting in right now. I think he's just fitting in the missing pieces of a puzzle, getting assists. But one thing that he is bringing is that fast break, because when he gets the rebound, Jeter, he can start it himself. He likes that up-pace style of getting guys out, alley-oops or whatever it takes to get the team going in a fast break. But LeBron being back is a huge dimension added to Luka and the rest of the crew that had played very well without him.
Unfortunately, LeBron came back, and we thought we would have the full team. No Deandre Ayton, the knee contusion. The hope is that he is back for the weekend games. But, James, big matchup with Ivica Zubac. You heard JJ talking about that. So that'll be Jackson Hayes. That'll be Maxi Kleber. But also, Deandre Ayton, you got to give him his props. I know he's not playing, but he has done a great job for this Laker team so far.
I think his attitude first, when we had him in media day, the way he spoke about what his role was going to be and what the Lakers needed after the exit of Anthony Davis. They needed a rim protector or someone who could just be a threat. And he's been both, Jeter. On the defensive end, he's been a special talent, altering shots when he doesn't block them. And then offensively, he's a major threat, that 10 feet, 12 feet, he can shoot the jumper. Alley-oops, he's getting used to 3 players throwing it to him. Reeves, LeBron and Luka. And I think he has adapted quicker than I thought, and he's been a major part of the Lakers' early success.
Yeah, we wish him a speedy recovery because the Lakers need him back in the lineup. In about 20 minutes, by the way, Lakers president of basketball operations GM Rob Pelinka will join us. We are headed to break. Coming up on Access Sportsnet Lakers, Austin Reeves. He is off to a great start. He has been scoring over 20